Hey guys, what's going on? Dr. Frank here, founder of Addiction Mindset Recovery Coaching Programs. And in today's brief video, we want to set out to answer the question, is vaping essential oils safe? Is this something that you should consider doing, especially if you're trying to quit vaping nicotine products? For those of you that are new to the channel, here at Addiction Mindset, we help people quit nicotine, THC, energy drinks, and adult media content. So be sure to subscribe if you find today's video valuable. Now, the first question or the first thing we want to look at is, of course, the safety of these products. And at the end of the day, the answer is we simply don't know. We don't have the studies out there. We don't have the research out there to confidently say, yes, vaping essential oils over a long duration of time is safe. And a lot of that research is going to depend upon the product that's being vaped, the blend of essential oils being consumed, the temperature that those oils are being heated to, and the degree to which the user is inhaling that vapor, that end product. So there is a lot of unanswered questions when it comes to this topic. Now, some of those they've started to explore some of these questions. So it would appear based on the current research that most physicians would agree that the temperature to which the oil is being vaporized is important. So if you're heating an essential oil, I think it's something like beyond 500 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that, that oil can actually turn into something very bad, formaldehyde and other types of byproducts that are labeled as carcinogens. And this would obviously be a bad thing. The same thing actually goes for cooking oils too, guys. If you cook with oil, you'll notice oils have a smoke point. If you don't know what that is, just Google it online. What's the smoke point of olive oil, macadamia nut oil? When you cook that oil beyond that temperature, it becomes carcinogenic. It becomes very unhealthy. So the same thing goes for vaping essential oils. Now, there's some products out there that are cheaper quality products, and they'll vape the oils to like 800 degrees, and that's probably a really bad thing. There's probably very bad byproducts coming out of that. Even if it's 100% organic essential oils, the end product probably isn't a good thing. Now, there's other companies out there, more reputable ones, that say, listen, we don't heat our oils to that extreme temperature. We're only heating to, 125 degrees, 400 degrees, so you're not going to get those carcinogens. And it would appear as of right now that physicians would agree with that statement. Yeah, if you have an oil and you don't heat it beyond its smoke point or vapor point or whatever you want to call it, then the end products probably aren't going to be that bad. Here's the important thing, though, that I want you to keep in mind throughout this video. One, do you really want to be part of another experiment? Because the reality is, if you're here watching this video, you're probably thinking of vaping essential oils to quit vaping nicotine products, to quit your traditional vape products. And you're going from being part of one experiment to going into being part of another experiment. Is that really something that you want to do? Is that really a good move for you to make? Yes, it might turn out to be a form of harm reduction, but I think we're going to find that it's not going to be particularly an effective form of harm reduction. If we look at people who quit vaping, who picked up vaping to quit smoking or quit using other nicotine products, the research would tell us that many of them were not successful. Although it's definitely worked for some, and although I would 100% agree it's a form of harm reduction, vaping nicotine versus smoking a cigarette or whatever, a lot of those individuals wind up being polynicotine users like myself. So they'll vape, they'll chew tobacco, they'll smoke cigarettes, they'll use nicotine pouches. They didn't actually accomplish the goal that they set out to achieve. They just wound up introducing another form, another addiction, another habit into their kind of basket of things that they were trying to quit in the first place. Now they just got another problem on their hands. I firmly believe a lot of users, and we've seen this here at Addiction Mindset, who start vaping essential oils, eventually they're going to relapse back into nicotine. And the reason for that is picking up an essential oil vape in hopes of quitting a nicotine vape, eventually you're just going to miss the sensation that you got from nicotine products, and you're probably going to relapse because you never took the time to create the mindset necessary to quit these products. You simply took one crutch and replaced it with another crutch. So this creates a very weak mindset, in my opinion, when it comes to quitting. And I think the ultimate outcome is going to be a failure. I don't think you're going to achieve what you set out to achieve. Thing number 2 is take into consideration some of these things that we're seeing in vapes these days. Caffeine, vitamins, melatonin being a hormone that your body produces that's super important for regulating your sleep-wake cycle and a bunch of other things. We don't have long-term literature on this. And I think you're screwing with your body in a way that could potentially, there could be some bad outcomes at the end of the day. And that's not something that I want to sign up for. That's not something that I want to be part of. I don't want to be on a commercial one day where they're saying, have you vaped melatonin in the last year? Well, there's a class action lawsuit against. I don't have time for that. I want to be busy building my business. I want to be busy building my relationships. I want to be busy working on my physical health, working on my mental health. I don't want to be having to sit there talking to an attorney 10 years from now because my lungs exploded and I'm looking for some really useless monetary compensation when I could have been working hard creating a better life for myself the whole time. And I hope that's something that you guys can avoid being part of too. That's why I do this channel. So my ultimate verdict on this, is it safe or is it not? The answer is maybe. It might turn out to be. But what benefit is it really serving you? I don't think it's serving you a benefit, or at least I don't think you're going to get the benefit from it that you're hoping for. What you're looking to accomplish is quitting, is getting away from this addiction that we're going to call vaping. And you're looking to get away from it because you've realized that it's a failing investment. It's something that gives you nothing in return for your time, your energy, your money, your health, your motivation. It takes all those things from you. And whether it comes in the form of an essential oil or it comes in the form of nicotine, in my opinion, is irrelevant. I think it's something you should avoid. If you found this video helpful, pop into the next video with me where I talk about a new method for quitting vaping, and it's called Quitting Vaping in the Year of 2020, but it still applies today. I'll see you guys there.